Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel, and welcome to a new playthrough on the channel. Today we are at Candlestick Park in San Francisco, California for a 1967 matchup of History Maker Baseball between the Los Angeles Dodgers and the San Francisco Giants. This game is a baseball simulator, but it's more of a narrative sim, if I'm being perfectly honest, where it's based on the story that the game tells, and the individual players, really help to tell that one. So this is one I enjoy coming back to now and again. But we're going to figure out we're going to start by figuring out what moods the two teams are in. I didn't look up real life stats for this one, so we're going to do this by coming up with we're going to decide on a hot player. We're going to say for the Dodgers that Ron Fairly is hot and Jim LeFabe is cold. As for the Giants, we'll say Gaylord Perry's hot and Willie Mays is coming in cold. So let's find each team's mood. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to come up with we're going to use the decider die, and we're going to use the chart here to come up with a yes or no question. The yes or no question here is going to be let's see. Okay. Otherwise use the mood finder. So, let's see what kind of question I want to frame as the Dodgers are on the road. Have they come into this game with momentum? That's a blank, so no, they haven't. So if no blank, they're going to be stormy, and the mood is semi-dissonant. So stormy, semi-dissonant, and we'll see what their messages are for this one. So we'll go to the stormy side for the Dodgers. So who wants to talk as far as messages go? A 6, no messages for the Dodgers. As for the Giants, are they feeling confident at home? They are not feeling confident at home, so they're also stormy. Let's see if they have any messages to speak of. A 1, the front office. 5, non-issue. Okay, never mind. So, mood isn't going to affect anything. So the front office essentially having no messages. With that being said, we are all set to get into this one. So, let's jump right in. Starting pitcher for the San Francisco Giants is Gaylord Perry. And I don't have the stats here. I will get into Digital Diamond, get that all set up. While we do that, we'll take our first look at the Dodgers starting lineup. We've also got Lee Ware behind the plate. Al Barlick is at first base for the umpires. John Kibler's at second base. And Shag Crawford is at third base. And I am getting another rep in with Digital Diamond as well, so bear with me if you hear a little cussing and swearing behind that. Anyway, while Digital Diamond loads up, let's meet our lineup for the Dodgers. Leading off, we've got Nate Oliver at shortstop, Willie Davis in center field, Lou Johnson is in left field, Jim LeFabe is at second base, John Roseborough's catching, Wes Parker's at first base, Ron Fairly's in right field, Bob Bailey is at third base, and our starting pitcher for the Dodgers is Don Sutton. Okay, we can go ahead and click play ball anytime here. I'm just going to take a minute in Digital Diamond to make sure that we're using the board game companion for this one, and then we'll be ready to go. Leading off for the Dodgers is Nate Oliver. And we appear to be using the board game companion. I'm just going to check on that real quick. We are. Okay. So, we're not going to use any special colored dice because this is very specific to needing the blue, white, and red dice combination. Just checking with chat before I move over to Digital Diamond. And I will see you guys as usual at the bottom half of the first inning. Perry will get the sign from Tom Holler. He's catching for the Giants. Perry will set. Here's the windup. And here comes the opening pitch. The opening pitch is a 4.55. 4.55 is a flash. Perry is a flash. Oliver does not have a good eye, so that's going to be a strikeout for Perry to start the game. One away, and Willie Davis now stepping into the batter's box for the Dodgers. Perry will get the sign from Holler once again, and he will pitch. 1-2-4. 1-2-4 is he control. He is control, so that's going to get bounced over to short. Waiting for that one for the Giants is going to be Hal Lanier. He will make the play for the second out of the inning. Lou Johnson, the left fielder, now in the batter's box for the Dodgers. Let me see if I can flatten this tablecloth out a little bit, or at least get the out and depth sheet off of that. Perry looking into Holler for the sign once again. He will set. I'll get my Cthulhu Flux token out to indicate that the Dodgers are batting, because that's what I always use that for. Perry will set, and he will pitch. A 5.66. Oh boy. Let's see, is he wild? He is not wild. Lou Johnson does not have a good eye, so that'll be a strikeout. Second strikeout for Perry, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers here in the top of the first. Score is Los Angeles 0, San Francisco coming to bat. I'm just going to double check something if the blue, because that result wasn't blue, but I want to see if the result carries over between innings. Let's see. Then go to the appropriate to resolve the next at bat. Okay, so we are going to the blue chart in this case. That is the baseball right now chart. Starting pitcher for the Los Angeles Dodgers is Don Sutton. We'll meet the Giants starting lineup. Leading off here, Jim Davenport is at third base. Tom Holler's catching. Willie Mays is in center field. Willie McCovey is at first base. Jim Hart is in left field. Ollie Brown is in right field. Hal Lanier is at shortstop. Tito Fuentes is at second base. And we've got a batting card in place for Gaylord Perry. Leading off for the Giants, we have got Jim Davenport. And I'll see you guys once again at the top of the second. We're going to leave the blue die out. Sutton will get the sign from Roseboro, and he will pitch. Let's see, that is a 2-3. Cold pitcher. No, he's not a cold pitcher. And that's going to be a sky-high fly ball into center field. Davis will get under that one. He'll make the catch for out number 1. And here's Tom Holler stepping into the batter's box for the first time. Sutton will get the sign from Roseboro once again. There should be 1 out in the inning, by the way, Phoenix. As the pen goes flying on me. Sutton will set, and he will pitch. That's going to be a 4-4-6. And a 4-4-6 is looking at control. He is control. So that pitch is going to get read, and that's going to be a base hit for Holler into left field. And he will find himself on with 1 out, infield at double play depth. And here's Willie Mays. Nothing special, just making sure that didn't get anything going there. He could try to steal in theory, but he's stoic, so he's not going to try anything. Sutton will get the sign from Roseboro, especially now with the home run king, a semi-home run king like Mays at the plate. Sutton will set, and he will pitch. That's a 1-3-5. That's going to be a special result. The black die is the 1, so that is bringing us to the ballpark qualities. This time we're looking at a 5-6. Is it a big ballpark? Candlestick Park. I've got the ballparks over here. Candlestick Park is actually semi-small on both sides. So, that's going to take the decider die, but that's going to take the decider die for slugger or home run king. Mays is a semi-home run king, but the decider die says no. Instead, that's going to get lifted into the outfield. We'll say an F9 on that one into right field. Fairly will get to that one. 2 outs in the inning. Stadium groans. Ugh. Here's Willie McCovey in the batter's box with 2 outs in the inning. Sutton will get the sign once again from Roseboro. He will set, and he will pitch. That's a 1-2-4. Is he control? He is control. That's going to get bounced over to short. Grabbing that will be Oliver. He'll make the play, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except a single for the Giants. We are scoreless here in San Francisco after 1. Fans are filing in here. We're expecting a sellout for this one. Oop. Pawn was stuck to my hand. Leading off the top of the second for the Dodgers is the second baseman, Jim Lefebvre. And I'm probably butchering the pronunciation of his name as well. Perry will get the sign from Holler. He will set, and he will pitch. That's another 1-3-5. This time it's the red die that's the 1. And we are looking at... oh, good Lord. Red 1, black 3. So we've got memorable play results in the field. We're looking at a 3-5. Is the second baseman iron? Second baseman for the Giants, I should say, is Fuentes. He's gold. So that's gonna get popped up on the infield. Getting under that one is Fuentes. He will make the play for out number 1. One down, and John Roseboro, now the batter. Perry will get the sign. Perry will get the sign from Holler once again. He will set, and he will pitch. A 4-4. And I think there's supposed to be something triple about 4s. Is he a scrapper? He's a semi-scrapper. The decider die says yes, and that'll be a base hit into left field. Roseboro on with a single. He could try for an extra base, but he's not going to here. Runners advance 1 base on groundouts. Okay, that's something for later. The infield will go to double play depth. Batter now is Wes Parker. Parker will wait for the pitch from Perry. Perry will get the sign from Holler, and he will pitch. A 1-2-3. both flash and fresh. He is both flash and fresh. He'll be fresh for another inning, so that'll be a strikeout. As Perry trying to work around a 1-out single here in the second. Batter now is Ron Fairley, our designated hot hitter for the Dodgers. Perry looking in at Haller for the sign, and he will pitch. 5-5-6. Is he an ace? He's a semi-ace. The decider die says yes. That's going to be lined right at the third baseman. As Davenport will put up his glove, the ball will slam into it, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the single for the Dodgers. Still scoreless as we get set for the bottom of the second. Leading off for the Giants is Jim Hart. Sutton looking in at Roseboro for the sign. He will set, and he will pitch. A 2-5-6. Is he a struggler? He's not a struggler. Is the pitcher a struggler? No. Champion or patient on the batter? Neither. So we've got infield drama. Uh-oh. We'll leave the decider die for the time being since we didn't need that yet. We're looking at a 2-3. Is the second baseman iron? Second baseman for the Dodgers is Lefebvre. He is not. So that'll be a routine ground ball over to second. Lefebvre will grab that one. He'll make the play for out number 1. Here's Ollie Brown stepping into the batter's box. I'm gonna turn up the speed here on Digital Diamond. It's still moving a little bit too slow for comfort, so I'm gonna make that lightning. There we go. Sutton looking in at Roseboro for the sign. He will set. Hold on. Make sure we got the right charts up. And he will pitch. That's a 3-5-6. Probably same-handed. They are both righties, so that's going to be a strikeout. Pitcher throws with the same arm that the batter bats with, so yep, that is going to be a strikeout. 2 outs in the inning. And here is the shortstop, Hal Lanier. Sutton looking in at Roseboro for the sign. He will set, and he will pitch. A 4-4 once again. Is the batter a scrapper? He is a scrapper. He'll extend the inning with a single into left field. And Tito Fuentes, the second baseman, now stepping into the batter's box. Sutton trying to get out of the inning with no damage. He will get the sign from Roseboro, and he will pitch. A 1-2-5. Is he a struggler? Is the pitcher a struggler? No, he's not a struggler. Is Fuentes patient? No, he's not patient. So that'll be... Is he a whiffer? He's not a whiffer, so that'll get bounced over to third base. Grabbing that for the Dodgers is going to be Bailey. He will make the play, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except a single for the Giants. We are still scoreless here at Candlestick Park after 2. Leading off here for the Dodgers is Bob Bailey, leading off the top of the third. We're going to be looping around to the top of the order this inning. Perry will get the sign from Haller, and he will pitch. That's a 2-4-5. Nothing there. Is he a hero? He is not. That'll get popped in on the infield. Getting under that one is going to be Fuentes. He will make the play for out number 1. And that's going to send us over to the player experience chart. One out, and we're looking at Don Sutton in the batter's box. We're looking at experience, so we only need 2 of the dice. Perry will get the sign from Holler, and he will pitch. Let's see, that is going to be a 5-6. Is he an icon pitcher? He's a semi-icon, but the decider die says no. Uh-oh. We've got infield drama. That is a 3-4 on the outfield drama. The left fielder, Iron. Left fielder for the Giants is Hart. He's semi-iron, but the decider die says no. Otherwise, that'll be a fly ball into left field. Hart will get under that one. He'll make the catch for out number 2. A little scary situation with the pitcher at the mound, or the pitcher at the plate. Here's Oliver. Oliver struck out his first time up. Perry looking in at Holler for the sign. He will set, and he will pitch. A 3-4-6, getting back to the right chart. 3-4-6, skipping that. Is he eager? Semi-eager, but the decider die says no. That'll be a walk, as Oliver will trot over to first as a slider misses the zone. And here's Davis. Davis is 0 for 1 today. Perry looking in at Holler for the sign once again. He will set, and he will pitch. A 1-2-3. Oh. Both flash and fresh. This is the last inning he's fresh, but he will take advantage of that because he's both flash and fresh. And that strikeout, the 4th on the day for Perry, will retire the side. Nothing across except the walk for the Dodgers. And we are still scoreless as we get set for the bottom of the 3rd. Speaking of Perry, he will be leading off for the Giants in the bottom of the 3rd at the plate. Excuse me. Sutton will get the sign from Roseboro, and he will pitch. That's a 1-3-5. That's going to send us the special result, and it's a black 1, so we're looking at the ballpark. We'll leave the decider die for the moment, because we haven't needed it yet. That's a 16. Is it a small ballpark? There's a small ballpark. It's a semi-small on both sides. The decider die says yes. Just clears the left field foul pole. Boom! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep to left field. Johnson going back for that one. He's back to the track, back to the wall, and watches it go over in total shock. Home run, Gaylord Perry? Okay, we'll go with it. But that'll give the Giants a 1-0 lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! 1-0 Giants, and here's Davenport. Davenport today is 0 for 1. Wow. Gaylord Perry doing it himself. He will get the sign from... Sutton will get the sign from Roseboro, trying to shake that off. He will set, and he will pitch. 3-5-6. Let's get back to the right chart. 3-5-6. Are they same? They are the same. That'll be a strikeout. One out in the inning. Sutton's still talking to himself about that pitch he gave up to Perry. Here's Holler. Holler today has a single. Sutton will get the sign from Roseboro. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 2-3-4. 2-3-4. Do we have runners on base? We do not. Is he a hot batter? I think it's based on the at-bats, so he's considered semi-hot. I'm just going to double-check that, but I believe he's considered hot if he's got hits in his last 2. Okay, so batter's considered semi-hot if he had hit in his last at bat. So he's semi-hot, but the decider die says no. 2, 3, 4. Where were we? Oh, yes. That'll get popped up on the infield. Coming under that is going to be Bailey. He will make the catch for out number 2. And here's Mays. Mays today is 0 for 1. He flew to right his first time up. 1-0 Giants, bottom of the 3rd. Sutton gets the sign from Roseboro. He will set, and he will pitch. 2, 4, 5. Is he a hero? He is not a hero. That's going to get popped up on the infield. Getting under that is going to be Lefebvre. He will make the play, and that will retire the side. But the Giants strike first. 1 run, 1 hit, a solo bomb by Gaylord Perry. That'll make the score 1-0 San Francisco after 3. Grab a quick drink before we continue. That's probably as straight as it's going to get. Leading off for the Dodgers, we're coming to the heart of the order. That is Lou Johnson. Johnson today is 0 for 1. And we are going to the player experience chart for this next at-bat. Perry will get the sign from Haller, and he will pitch. That's a 1-5 on the experience chart. Prospect batter. He's not a prospect batter. That'll be a base hit for Johnson. He will get on with a leadoff single. Infield will move to double play depth, and here's Lefebvre. Lefebvre today is 0 for 1. He popped out his first time up. All right, 1-0 Giants here in the top of the 4th. Perry will get the sign from Haller, and he will pitch. That is a 3-5-6. Are they same? They are not same. Utility or sad sack? No. That'll be a base hit down the first base line. Let's see, base running rules. Nope, that's a ground out. So, what did we say? 1B3. That'll just barely get past McCovey and be a single. And the Dodgers suddenly have something going on with nobody out. Here's Roseboro. Roseboro today has a single. Perry looking in at Haller for the sign. Fans here at Candlestick Park are a little bit nervous. Perry will set, and he will pitch. That is a 1-4-5. 1-4-5. Is he a struggler? No. Is he a struggler? No. Nothing for the batter, so that'll be bounced over to first base. Actually, that'll be bounced over to third base. Grabbing that is going to be bounced over to third base. Grabbing that is Davenport. If the lead die is a 1, with runners on first and second, that'll be a twin killing. Davenport will grab that one. He'll throw it over to Fuentes. Fuentes will fire over to McCovey for a 5-4-3 double play. Stadium cheers. Yay! Johnson will get over to third as the Giants go around the horn. 2 outs in the inning. Dodgers looking to tie the game. Here's Parker. Parker today is 0 for 1. Perry gets the sign from Haller. He will set, and he will pitch. A 2-2-6. 2-2-6 batter hit is a batter hit by the pitch. Decider die decides if the batter's hit by the pitch. So it looks like a dot, so he will be hit by the pitch. Plunk, ouch. Perry somehow hits Parker. And that'll bring up Fairley with 2 outs. Fairley lines to third his first time up. Perry gets the sign from Haller. He's got to get himself out of trouble. 2 outs, but he's in a little bit of a jam. Perry will set, and he will pitch. 1, 2, 3. Is he both flash and fresh? He's only semi-fresh. The decider die says no, though. Nothing there. And that'll be a ground ball over to short. Picking that up will be Lanier. He will make the play over to first, and that will retire the side. No runs, 2 hits, no runs, and a hit batter. Giants holding on to a 1-0 lead as we get set for the bottom of the 4th. Stadium size. Phew! Scary situation if you're a Giants fan, that's for sure. Leading off for the Giants is McCovey. McCovey today is 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Sutton will get the sign from Roseboro. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 4-5-6. Nothing for the pitcher. At bat. He will trot to first. The Dodgers will move to double play depth. And Hart, now the batter. Hart today is 0 for 1. McCovey, not a threat to do much on the base paths. Sutton will get the sign from Roseboro. He will set, and he will pitch. 4-5-6 again. Nothing for that. Is he patient? He's semi. Lost the camera. Let's see if switching the scene does anything. Nope, so I gotta switch and reactivate it. There we go. My apologies for that, folks. I didn't realize I lost the video signal for a minute there. But we got it all sorted out now. So, with that being said, we're all set for the top of the 5th. And leading off for the Dodgers will be Bailey. Bailey today is 0 for 1. He topped out his first time up. Checking my laundry timer here. Get the sign from Haller. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 3-3-4. Is he an ace or a star? He's a semi-ace. The decider die says yes, so that's going to get skied on the infield about a mile high. Going into foul territory for that will be McCovey. He'll make the catch for out number 1. And here's Sutton. Sutton today is 0 for 1. Perry will get the sign from Holler once again. He will set, and he will pitch. That is going to be a 1-2-4. Is he control? He is. That's going to be a chopper right over to short. Lanier will get to that one easily. He'll make the play. 2 outs in the inning. And here's Oliver. Oliver today is 0 for 1 with a walk. Perry would love a nice, easy 1-2-3 inning here. He will get the sign from Holler, and he will pitch. 2-2-3. Let's see, 2-2-3. Is he wild? He is not wild. Is he slugger or utility? No. That'll be a base hit to left field. He is not active, so Oliver will continue the inning with a single. Here's Davis in the batter's box. Davis is 0 for 2 today. He's probably considered to be outright cold at this point. There we go. I don't usually have problems with this camera. I don't know what on earth it was happening there or how it got knocked out. Anyway, where were we? Oh yes, looks like we were just about to start the bottom of the fifth. Leading off is Lanier. Lanier today is 1 for 1 with he's got a single. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what. It just the camera likes to go out at random for some reason. I've never been able to figure out why. This camera is usually reliable. Sutton will get the sign from Roseboro though. He will set. Once again, my apologies, everyone, that it got knocked out. Sutton will pitch. That is a 1-3-3. Nothing there. Is he a slugger? He is not a slugger. That'll be a fly ball to left field. Getting under that one is Johnson. He will make the catch for out number 1. Here's Fuentes. Fuentes today is 0 for 1. Sutton looking in at Roseboro for the sign. He will set, and he will pitch. 1-3-5. That's going to send us over to the blue chart, over to the umpire charts. We've got bases empty. A 1-6 with the bases empty. Strict umpire at home. He is a strict umpire at home. Check swing disallowed. That'll be a strike 3 as he'll swing and a miss for out number 2. Two outs, and the batter now is Perry. Perry is the reason the score is 1-0 right now. Just going to make sure everything looks good here in OBS. Okay. Sutton will get the sign from Roseboro. Sutton probably still talking to himself about that home run that he gave up to Perry. He will set, and he will pitch. 4-5-6. 4-5-6. Nothing there. Patient. He is most certainly not patient. That'll be a fly ball into center field. Coming under that one is going to be Davis. He will make the play, and that will retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Giants here in the bottom of the fifth. Giants still holding on to a 1-0 lead after 5 because of Perry's home run. We're looking at team chemistry. Leading off the top of the 6th will be Lefebvre. Lefebvre today is 1 for 2 with a single. Perry will get the sign from Haller. He will set, and he will pitch. Oop, we only need 2 dice for this at-bat. That's right, because we're on the team chemistry chart. Let's see, 3-3. Pitching team dissonance. They're semi-dissonant. The decider die says yes. That's going to be a base hit. That's going to be a base hit. We'll say pass. Actually, it doesn't really matter where it is. But that will be a single. Roseboro, now the batter as the infield moves to double play depth. Roseboro today is 1 for 2. He has a single, but he's also bounced into a double play. Perry will get the sign from Haller. Fans here at Candlestick Park watching Perry put on a show. Perry will set, and he will pitch. 3-6-6. Nothing there. Is he a pinch hitter? No. That's going to be a fly ball into center field. Mays will get under that one. He'll make the catch for out number 1. And here's Parker. Parker today is 0 for 1. He's struck out and he's been hit by a pitch. Lefebvre not doing much on the base paths. Perry will get the sign from Haller, and he will pitch. That is a 1-6-6. Workman or gilded for the pitcher? He is neither. Is he a whiffer? He's a semi-whiffer. The decider die says yes. That's going to be a swing and a miss and a strike 3 for Parker. 2 down. And here's Fairley. Fairley today is 0 for 2. He's lined out and grounded out. Perry will get the sign from Haller. He will set, and he will pitch. That'll be a 2-3-5. Is he wild? Perry is not wild. Is he eager? He is not eager. So that'll be a ground ball over, actually, I see an hourglass here. Is he patient? He's not patient. So that'll be a ground ball over to second. Fuentes will get to that one. He'll make the play, and that will retire the side. After a leadoff single, 1-2-3 go the Dodgers here in the top of the sixth. 1-0 Giants as we get set for the bottom of the sixth. Okay, just making sure that's all good. Leading off the bottom of the sixth for the Giants, we've got Davenport. Davenport is 0 for 2 today. He is also considered to be semi-cold. Actually, now he would be cold because we are beyond the fifth inning. Sutton will get the sign from Roseboro. He will set, and he will pitch. 2-5-6. Is he a struggler? He is not. Actually, how would he be considered a struggler? That's probably a right now quality. Struggler probably relates to the outs. Of course, it's not explained in here, so I don't think. Yeah, I don't see anything about a struggler in here. Oh, here we go. Decorated all-star pitcher isn't a struggler. That's not what I want, though. It's not a right now. We're just going to say no, he's not a struggler. We're just going to say he's a struggler, not a struggler to keep things moving. Champion or patient, he is not. We've got infield drama. Uh-oh. We could have trouble here. Nope. A 2-5 on infield drama. There's the second base iron. Second baseman is Lefebvre. He is not iron, so that's going to be a ground ball right to him. He will make the play. Wait. Was that 2-5? Yeah. 2-5. That's going to be a ground ball over to second base. Lefebvre will get to that one. He'll make an easy play for out number 1. And here's Haller. Haller today is 1 for 2 with a single. Sutton will get the sign from Roseboro. He will set, and he will pitch. 1-1-2. Is he flash? He's semi-flash, but the decider die says no. Is Haller a sad sack? He is not. Check with the scorer. Okay. Safe at first. Go to the scorer mini chart. Here we go. All right, safe at first either way. Scorer will rule. On a 2, base hit off the glove of the second base or the shortstop. So we'll say that was off of the. They probably hit that to second base. So that'll be a single, an S4. Infield will go to double play depth as Mays is now due up. Mays today is 0 for 2. Sutton will get the sign from Roseboro. He will set, and he will pitch. A 1-2-4. Is he control? He is control. That's going to get bounced over to short, and that'll be an inning-ending double play because the lead die is a 1. So that'll be Oliver taking that. He'll take that to the bag himself. Throw that over to Parker at first. That'll be a G6-3 double play. Stadium groans. Ugh. No runs and a hit for the Giants. Still 1-0 San Francisco after 6. Okay, I just haven't changed the... This time I just have... Okay, camera is all working fine. Bailey will be up to lead off the inning for the Dodgers. Bailey today is 0 for 2. We're going to get some activity in the Dodgers... are we going to get activity in the Dodgers bullpen? This is 1967, not 2025. Are we going to get some activity in the bullpen? I think we... they're gonna let Sutton continue to pitch. It's only 1-0. We're not gonna worry about activity just yet. Perry will get the sign from Haller. He will set and he will pitch. That is a 2.56. Is he a struggler? He is not. Champion or patient? No. We've got more infield drama. Uh-oh. A 3.6 on infield drama. Is the third baseman gold? Third baseman is Davenport. He is semi-gold, but the decider die says no. That'll be batter safe at first. That'll be an error on the that'll be an error on... What was that? A 3.6. That'll be an error on Davenport. First error of the game for the Giants. Infield to move to double play depth. And here's Sutton. Sutton today, they might actually lay down a bunt here. Sutton is 0 for 2, and I think he is going to lay down the bunt. So for that, I need the die, and I need the decider just in case. So we'll roll for that. That's a 1. Safe at first, runner advances. Roll the decider die for the ruling, single or error. So Sutton actually puts down a very nice bunt to the point where he's going to end up safe, and the dot's going to give him a base hit off of that. So that'll be bunted, we'll say to second. The corner's probably, actually the corner's bunt. So... yeah, no, he just attempted the bunt. He's actually safe. And suddenly the Dodgers have something going on here. Managed to put down a beautiful bunt. And the batter now is Oliver. We are going to get some activity in the Giants' bullpen as Perry is starting to lose it a little bit here. As Troy Sawyer now joins us here at Candlestick Park. And once again, I apologize for the technical issues that we had earlier. I guess that's just the peril of only checking everything every half inning. Let's see, they've got left-right switch coming up. The Giants are going to get Joe Gibbon warming up in the bullpen. And you gotta be kidding me. Again with this nonsense? There we go. Okay, now that we've got that sorted out, we've got some trouble here for the Giants. As Oliver is now at the plate. Perry will get the sign from Haller, trying to hold desperately to a 1-0 lead. Perry will set, and he will pitch. 1-2-3. 1-2-3 is he both flash and fresh. He's not fresh. That'll be a ground ball over to short. Grabbing that one is going to be Lanier because the lead die is a 1. That'll be a 6-3 double play. As he'll take that, as Lanier will grab that, he'll take that to the bag himself, throw it over to McCovey. 2 outs in the inning. Stadium cheers. Yay! Bailey will make third, but there are 2 outs in the inning. Davis, now the batter. They're trying to get Perry out of the inning. Davis today is 1 for 3. He does have a single. Perry will get the sign from Haller, and he will pitch. That'll be a 1-4-5. Is he a struggler? He is not. So that'll be a ground ball over to first. Picking that up will be McCovey. He'll make the play himself, and that will retire the side. Stadium size. Phew! Hit and an error for the Dodgers, but they can't, actually 2 hits and an error for the Dodgers, but they can't do anything with it. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Saying, take me out to the ball game. I will take a small break. As of now, I'm planning there to be at least one more game tonight. It probably won't be me in front of the camera, though, and I will definitely be taking at least a dinner break before I get into that. So, stay tuned to the channel for what that's going to be later tonight. Bottom of the 7th coming up, and we've got the middle of the Giants' order due up. Here's McCovey. McCovey today is 0 for 1 with a walk. We are going to get some activity in the Dodgers bullpen, as right, they're going to get a lefty ready. They're going to get Dick Egan warming up for the Dodgers, or will the Dodgers. Sutton will get the sign from Roseboro. He will set, and he will pitch. 1-4-4. Is he flash? He's semi-flash, but the decider dice says no. Is he a hero? Is McCovey a hero? No. So that'll be a ground ball over to... That'll be a ground ball over to short. McCovey's actually a semi-whiffer, so I'm going to roll the decider die to see if he gets the whiffer. But Covey is instead going to strike out swinging as he goes chasing a bad pitch out of the zone for out number 1. And here's Hart. Hart today is 0 for 1. Sutton looking into Roseboro for the sign. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 1-3-4. Gold catcher. Catcher is Roseboro. He's not gold. Is Hart a champion? He is not. Outfield drama. Oh boy. I don't think I've ever had outfield drama yet before. We'll leave the decider die since I haven't needed it. That's a 6-6 on the outfield. Is the right fielder iron? Right fielder is Fairley. He is semi-iron, and the decider die says yes. That's going to drop in front of him. That's going to drop. He's going to misplay it, and that'll be a double. And then that will send us to the team chemistry chart as Hart finds himself on with a 1-out double. And here's Brown as Egan continues to throw in the bullpen. Brown today is 0 for 3, is 0 for 2. Sutton will get the sign from Roseboro. I don't know why I'm rolling 3 dice. I only need 2. Sutton will set, and he will pitch. On a 1-2. Batting team dissonance. They're semi-dissonant, but the decider dice says no. Otherwise, we've got a fence check. So on a slugger, so we're going to roll for slugger. On a 3, ooh, Brown's going to get into that one. That's going to fly all the way to the wall, and that's going to be a triple, and Hart will come around to score. We'll say T7 because why not? That'll bring Hart into score. Brown to third. 2-0 Giants. Stadium cheers. Yay! The infield has got to play in. Lanier is in the batter's box. Lanier is 1 for 2, and that's going to be it for Sutton. The Dodgers have seen enough of him. Okay, just checking on the camera while Digital Diamond decides to load up for me. Come on. Here we go. Coming in to pitch for the Dodgers will be Dick Egan. He's charged with trying to get the Dodgers out of this bad situation. The infield is in. Egan will get the sign from Roseboro, and he will pitch. That is a 2.56. 2.56. Is he a struggler? He is not. Champion or patient? He is neither. Infield drama. Oh dear. We can leave the decide or die blank for the time being. 2.6 on infield drama. There's the second baseman, Gold. Second baseman is Lefebvre. He is not Gold. So that's going to be a solid single into center field. And that'll bring Brown into score. Lanier will go to first. 3-0 Giants. Stadium cheers. Yay! Infield back to double play depth. And here's Fuentes. Fuentes today is 0 for 2. Perry has got to be happy on the bench with a 3, now finding himself with a little bit of breathing room as he basically carried the Giants for most of this game, and the bats said, hey, we better give this guy some help. Egan will get the sign from Roseboro, and he will pitch. That'll be a 2.26. The batter hit by the pitch? The decider die says yes. Plunk. Ouch. And now warnings will go out to both benches. Warnings will go out to both benches at this point, as we've had 2 hit batters. I think we've had 1 on each team. So now anybody who gets hit by a batter is going to get tossed at this point. Stepping into the batter's box. Ooh, do they let Perry bat here? Perry, remember, Gaylord Perry, way back in the 3rd inning, actually started the scoring here. But no, they're actually going to take him out of the game. The Giants are going to go to the bench. The question is, who are the Giants going to bring in to pinch hit? They're against a lefty. They're going to bring in... Once Digital Diamond decides it wants to catch up for me, there's still 1 out in the inning. The Giants are going to bring in Jack Hyatt to pinch hit. They want to try to take advantage of this situation. Egan looking a little bit shaky on the mound. 3-0 Giants, bottom of the 7th. Egan will get the sign from Roseboro, and he will pitch. That's a 1-1-3. Ace or dynamic, he is neither. Is he a slugger? He is not a slugger, actually. So that'll be a base hit into center field. Sad sack or home run king. He's a semi-home run king. The decider die says yes, so he's actually going to strike out. 2 outs in the inning. Stadium groans. Ugh. There's a rare situation where the home run king actually hurts a team, and here's Davenport. Davenport today is 0 for 3. Egan trying to get the Dodgers out of this inning. He will get the sign from Roseboro, and he will pitch. 2-3-4. Let's see, are there runners on base? There are runners on base, so we've got plate drama. And 1-4 on plate drama. Is he a controlled pitcher? He is not a controlled pitcher. So pitch gets away. That's going to be a wild pitch. And everybody's going to move up. And all of a sudden, the situation for the Dodgers just got a whole lot more perilous. I also need another pawn because I treat the wild pitches as ball 1. So we will pitch again. 4-4-6. Is he control? He is not control. Home run king or slugger? No. So that'll be a ground ball over to third. It'll be a difficult play for Bailey, but he's going to get to it. He'll make the throw over to first, and that will retire the side. 2 runs on 3 hits, a hit batter, and a wild pitch. And the score is now 3-0 Giants after 7. As Dave's Tabletop Gaming now joins us here at Candlestick Park. Where is the baseball field from? The baseball field is actually from another game I bought. I've never actually played it for the game. I got it off of Amazon a few years ago when I first started doing baseball. It is called What About Baseball is the game, Classic Edition, and that's where the board comes from. If you give me a minute while Digital Diamond will need to load anyway for me, so if you give me a minute, I can tell you how much it costs on Amazon. Because the Giants do need a pitcher. So, I'll be nice and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. For Christmas. Coming in to pitch for the Giants is Joe Gibbon. He will try to get us to the top of the ninth. He'll try to get us to the 9th inning. Unfortunately, he will have to contend with the heart of the order. Leading off for the Dodgers is Johnson. Johnson today is 1 for 3. He does have a single today. Yeah, it's basically $30. Gibbon will get the sign from Haller. He will set, and he will pitch. 2-5-5. 2-5-5. Is the pitcher a star? He is a star. That's going to be a strikeout. Yep. As he'll get a call, as he'll paint the corner, get enough of the black for a called strike 3 on a changeup. 1 out in the inning. And here's Lefebvre. Lefebvre is 2 for 3. He's got 2 singles today. Probably would be considered hot. Gibbon will get the sign from Haller, and he will pitch. A 1-1. Is he an ace? He is not an ace. He was an ace the last at-bat. Is he a scrapper? He's not. And that's going to be a boom! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep to left field. Going back for it. That's Hart. He's back to the track, back to the wall. That ball is gone. Home run, Jim Lefebvre. 3-1 Giants. Stadium groans. Ugh. And here's Roseboro. Roseboro is 1 for 3. Gibbon has got to shake that one off. He will get the sign from Haller, and he will pitch. 4-5-6. Nothing there. Is he patient? He is not. That's going to get fly ball into center field. Mays getting under that one. He will make the catch for out number 2, but that'll send us over to the team chemistry chart for the next at-bat. Parker, now in the batter's box. Parker today is 0 for 2. He's struck out twice and been hit by a pitch. Gibbon will get the sign from Haller. 3-1 Giants, top of the 8th. Gibbon will set, and he will pitch. 2-3-5. Oh, wait, we were on the team chemistry chart, weren't we? I just did it again. All right, that's a 1-4 on the team chemistry. His batting team dissonant. Semi-dissonant, but the decider die says no, so that'll be a base hit right past the pitcher. As Parker will find himself on with a 2-out single. And here's Fairley. Fairley today is 0 for 3. Gibbon trying to get the Giants out of trouble here. As all of a sudden, all of Perry's hard work seems to be almost going for naught. Perry left with the win. Sutton would be on the hook for the loss. Gibbon will set, and he will pitch. 1-4-5. Is he a struggler? He's not a struggler right now. So that'll be a chopper right over to third base. Grabbing that will be Davenport. He'll throw that across the diamond, and that will retire the side. 1 run on 2 hits. A solo bomb by Jim LeFabe, and the Dodgers are back in this one. 3-1 heading into the bottom of the 8th. For Christ's sake, again? Okay. Yeah, it might be time to swap out this camera. I don't know what is going on with it today. We are going to get some activity in the Dodgers bullpen, by the way. We're going to get activity in both bullpens here. As, let's see, they've got the top of the order due up, left, right, left. They're going to get Phil Regan warming up. The Giants are also going to get some activity in their bullpen. They're going to get the closer ready for this one. They're going to get Frank Lindsay warming up. The Dodgers are turning to Egan to try to get them into the 9th inning. Leading off will be Haller. Haller today is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Egan will get the sign from Roseboro as he finishes up his warm-up tosses. He will set, and he will pitch. 2-3-6. Let's see, double control or dynamic. He is neither. Pitcher batting, nope. That'll be a walk, as Haller will take first with the leadoff walk. The Giants looking to get some breathing room. Perry pitched 7 strong, but the bullpen has been a little bit suspect since. The infield will go to double play depth. Here's Mays. Mays is 0 for 3. He's bounced into a double play today. Egan will get the sign from Roseboro, and he will pitch. That's a 2-2-3. 2-2-3, is he wild? No. Slugger or utility? No. That'll be a base hit into left field. McCovey, or Mays, coming through with a leadoff with a single. And suddenly, the Giants have something going on here. Here's McCovey. McCovey today is 0 for 2 with a walk, but he's also struck out today. Okay, just making sure that's all good. Egan will get the sign from Roseboro. He will set, and he will pitch. 1-2-3. Is he both flash and fresh? I think he's semi. Let's see, DE. He came in. Okay, this is second inning of. Actually, this is technically still his first inning of work because I base it on the outs. So he is fresh. He's semi-flash, and the decider die says yes. That'll be a strikeout as McCovey will catch the black for called strike 3, 1 out in the inning. McCovey can't believe the call, but he is told to go sit down. Here's Hart. Hart today is 1 for 3 with a double. Egan will get the sign from Roseboro. He will set, and he will pitch. 1-2-4. Is he control? He is not a control pitcher. Is the batter eager? He is not eager. That'll be another walk. And suddenly the bases are full of giants. The infield is going to have to play in. That'll bring Brown up to the batter's box once I get Digital Diamond updated. Very dangerous situation for the Dodgers. Brown is 1 for 3, but his last hit was a triple. Egan, if they give up another run, the Dodgers might yank him. Egan will get the sign from Roseboro. Fans here at Candlestick Park are on their feet hoping for a big-time hit. Egan will set, and he will pitch. 3-3-6. Is he ace or dynamic? He is neither. Actually, he is neither. Is he sad sack, utility, or patient? Nope. That'll be a base hit into center field. Let's see, with the infield in. Nope. Actually, that's going to clear. That'll probably just score the single. So at the very least, Haller will score. And everybody will advance. 4-1 Giants. Stadium cheers. Yay! And I think that is going to be the hook for Egan, as the batter now is Fuentes, and that will be the hook for Egan. They've seen enough of him. All right. Oop, hold on. Right. That is going to be it for Egan. Coming into pitch for the Dodgers is going to be come on. Is going to be Phil Regan. He is an ace for this at-bat because we spent some time getting him warmed up. Regan will get the sign from Roseboro, and he will pitch. He's also considered fresh. 1-2-6. Is he considered fresh? He is. Ball is going to get lined right to second base. Putting up his glove is Lefebvre. Ball will slam into it for the second out of the inning. Infield playing in. If the lead die is a 1, runner holds. Two outs in the inning. Batter now is Lanier. Lanier today is... Actually, no, that was Lanier's at bat. Oh, well. I guess now, yep, I got them screwed up. So Fuentes is now the batter. That was Lanier's at bat. I don't think anything would have changed anyway. 1-2-4. Actually, wait a minute. That was a 1-2-6. That would have been off the pitcher anyway, so nothing affected there. Anywho, just making sure the camera's still good. So now it's Fuentes' at bat. Regan trying to get the Dodgers out of trouble here. Regan will get the sign from Roseboro, and he will pitch. 2-5-6. Is he a struggler? No. Champion or patient? No. Infield drama. We can leave the decider die because we didn't need it yet. 3-5. Is the left fielder Gold? Left fielder is Johnson. He is not Gold. That'll drop in for a double. Roll the decider die. Iron fielder, he's not iron, so there will be no error there, but that will drop for a double. So D, who are we looking at? 3-5. That was D7. That'll bring Maze and Hart both into score. Score is now 6-1 Giants. Stadium cheers. Yay! And of course the first thing he does is allow 2 runs to score. Batter now is, are they going to let Gibbon bat? They are not going to let Gibbon bat. The Giants are going to go back to the bench again. So, who are the Giants going to go to this time? They're going to go to... The Giants are going to go to Jesus Alou in the batter's box here. And because that dropped... Yep, that will go to the team chemistry chart. And let's remember that we only need 2 and the decider die for this one. Regan trying to get the Dodgers out of trouble here. He will set and he will pitch. That is a 1-3. Pitching team harmony. They are not harmonious. They are semi-dissonant. So that's going to be a base hit over to the baseball right now chart. I think with 2 outs. We're not going to worry about that. Anyway, Brown will score. Fuentes will go to third. Alou will reach. 7-1 Giants. As the Giants are starting to tee off here more than a little bit. Here's Davenport. Davenport today is 0 for 4. So if anybody's going to get them out of the inning because he can't hit, it's going to be Davenport. Regan will get the sign from Roseboro, and he will pitch. 3-5-6. Actually, we should be on the baseball right now chart. That is a 4-5. Cold batter. He's not a cold batter. Otherwise, that's going to be a ground ball over to first. Grabbing that is going to be Parker. He will make the play over. He'll take it to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. What an inning for the Giants, though. 4 runs on 4 hits, 2 walks. And it is now 7-1 San Francisco as we get set for the 9th inning. But the question we have to answer is, will we see some 9th inning magic? We'll change that, and the Giants will need a pitcher. Even though it's no longer a save situation, they're going to bring in the pitcher they were getting loose anyway, because they figure they might as well take advantage of it, and they want to close the door anyway. Plus, at the time he started warming up, it was a save situation. So they are going to bring in they're going to turn to the closer while Digital Diamond catches up, Frank Lindsay. And I'm probably making a mess of pronunciation there. Okay, just checking on emails and such. And he'll be charged with the bottom of the Dodgers order, as Los Angeles is hoping for a miracle here. Here's Davis. Wait. No, not Davis. Bailey should be the batter. Bailey today is 0 for 2, but he's reached on it, but he reached on an error. Lindsay trying to get the Giants out of this game with a big victory. He will get the sign from Haller, and he will pitch. 2-6-6. Runner on first. There's no runner on first. Is he the leadoff batter? Yes, he is for the inning. So that'll be a base hit into center field. Bailey will have a leadoff single. Infield will go to double play depth. Regan is going to come out of the game. They'll get Bob Miller warming up. And let's see who the Dodgers want to use to pinch hit for Regan. Let's see. They're going to bring in a lefty. They're going to bring in... The Dodgers are going to bring in Al Ferrara to pinch hit here. Lindsay looking in at Haller. Let's make sure that nothing went crazy with my camera once again. Okay, we're all clear there. So Lindsay will get the sign from Haller. He will set, and he will pitch. 4-5-5. 4-5-5. Is he Flash? He is not Flash. Home run king. Semi-home run king. Decider die says yes, which means that's going to be a boom. That ball is hit high, deep to right field. Brown going back for that one. Back to the track, back to the wall. That ball is gone. Home run, Al Ferrara. And just like that, it is now 7-3. 7-3 Giants. Fans here at Candlestick Park can't believe it. A stadium groans. Ugh. Here's Oliver. Oliver is 1 for 3. He's got a single and a walk. Lindsay will get the sign from Haller. He will set and he will pitch. 1-1. Is he an ace? He is an ace. So that's going to be a ground ball over to third. Davenport will grab that one. He'll make the play for out number 1. Here's Davis. Davis today is 1 for 4. He's got a single. Lindsay will get the sign from Haller. He will set and he will pitch. 2-3-6. Double control or dynamic. He is not. He's neither. Pitcher batting. No, the pitcher is not batting, so that's going to be a walk for Davis. And suddenly, look out, folks. Here come the Dodgers. Infield will go to double play depth. Johnson now the batter. Johnson today is 1 for 3. There's 1 for 4. He's got a single, but he's also struck out twice. Davis is semi-active, but they're not going to try to send him here. Not still down 4 runs. Lindsay will get the sign from Haller, and he will pitch. 1-3-5. That's going to send us over to the red chart, which I believe is events. Red 1, black 5. Oh boy. Red 1, black 5. So that's a 3-6. One hopper through short, wild throw on attempt to get the lead runner. Batter safe at second on a 2-base error. Wow. So what did we say that was? That's going to be an E6 and a 2-base error. So yeah. I got to see how Digital Diamond wants me to note a 2-base error. If we go... So I bet if we go... I think we go 1B and E6. That'll probably do the same. Actually, here we go. So it looks like we want E6 star star. So here's what we want to end up with. Davis at third, Johnson at second. Infield is going to play in, as the batter now is Lefebvre. That should be a 2-base error. Johnson should be at second. Let's see here. I think I'm going to have to go 1B and E6. I think that's how we're going to have to do that. Yeah, this is still me cussing and swearing with Digital Diamond a little bit. But we definitely have ninth inning magic here, that's for sure. There we go. That should give me the result I want. So we want, like I said, we want Davis at third, Johnson at second. There we go. And now Lefebvre in the batter's box. Lefebvre is 2 for 3. Actually 3 for 4. He's also got a bomb in this game. I think that was a 2-run. No, that wasn't a 2-run bomb. Anywho, we're going to get some activity in the Giants' bullpen as the fans here at Candlestick Park are in shock. They're going to get Bill Henry. Actually, they're going to get Lindy McDaniel warming up in the bullpen. Infield is playing in. Lindsay will get the sign from Haller. Fans here can't believe what they see. Lindsay will set, and he will pitch. 1-2-4. Gotta get back. 1-2-4. Is he control? He is semi-control. Decided I says yes. That'll be a ground ball back to short with the infield in. The runners will hold. So that'll be a G6. So G6 R3H. 2 outs in the inning, and the last chance for the Dodgers comes to John Roseborough. Roseborough today is 1 for 4. He's got a single. Lindsay trying to get them out of this game. Roseborough trying to say, not so fast. Lindsay will get the sign from Haller. Fans here at Candlestick Park are on their feet, hoping for a huge pitch. Lindsay will set, and he will pitch. 4-4-5. Is he a workman? He is not a... He's not a workman. Is Roseborough patient? He is not. So that's going to be a ground ball over to first. Grabbing that is going to be McCovey. He will jump on the bag himself. He'll run over to first, jump on the bag himself, and that will end this game. Giants will get the win here by a final score of 7-3. Stadium cheers. Yay! Final line score coming up. As usual, Digital Diamond is being a little bit slow here, so apologies for that. Also, again, apologies for all the technical issues I was having in this stream. This is the same camera that I've had ever since I started on YouTube, so it might be due to be replaced at this point. For the Giants, 7 runs on 11 hits and 2 errors. For the Dodgers, 3 runs on 12 hits and no errors. Winning pitcher for this one should be Gaylord Perry, unless I have completely lost my marbles, and I have not. Gaylord Perry will end up with the win. Don Sutton will end up with the loss. Joe Gibbon will get a hold. And that'll do it for this playthrough of History Maker Baseball. I definitely like the more narrative-focused games when it comes to my sports. In fact, if you've been around for a while, you know I just finished nuking my app of baseball stuff. Especially if you've been around Jester's channel, because that's where my app of baseball stuff all ended up. So, definitely like this one, even if it's still got some rough edges with me to it at least. And also, the camera didn't help anything there. So, I'm rambling at this point, but I'm going to wrap the video up. I should get on for one more stream later tonight, but don't hold it against me if I don't get back to it. I don't know what that's going to be yet, though. But there will be more games coming tomorrow as well, so stay tuned for all of that. As for what else is scheduled on the channel, Saturday, Mystical Munchies will continue out of the Corleone family cookbook as we're making the entree, Shrimp Scampi. Next week, Sunday, I was going to play Arkham Horror, the role-playing game, but don't hold me to that yet. I'm looking at maybe rescheduling that as well. Thank you for watching the video. Please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to turn on notifications to get my content. Be well, stay safe, take care of yourselves and your loved ones, and I'll be back with more videos in the future. Until then, take care, everyone. Gaylord Perry looked like he was going to cruise to a victory, but the Dodgers made it interesting in the second half of the game, but they couldn't make it interesting enough. The Giants win 7-3. Once again, take care, and I will see you guys later.